up something I hadn't considered. Butler's injury last season might have actually bought him some grace period.
Ah, the old injury wild card.
Right. That first play-in game against Philly, Heartbreak City, and Butler going down just deflated everything.
Shifted the whole narrative. See, if he's healthy and they flame out early, different story.
Yeah.
But the injury leaves that what if lingering in the air.
100%. So we've got Butler at a crossroads, a potential what-if season ahead, and then Brian Windhorst drops in, ESPN's NBA whisperer-in-chief.
The man doesn't speak unless he's got the inside scoop.
And he basically says this is Butler's last best shot at a massive contract, especially with Miami's history of, shall we say, making proactive roster moves.
Windhorst doesn't just throw that out there, especially about the Heat. Remember when he was the only one reporting on the LeBron James return? The man's got connections.
Oh, he's plugged in for sure. And if Windhorst's take wasn't enough to make Heat Nation sweat, Shams Charania, the NBA's breaking news king, he tweets out, Jimmy Butler's determined to have a career year. Determined with a capital D.
And we know Jimmy Bucket's right. Determined isn't just about numbers, it's about proving a point. Especially after everyone saw him hurting last season.
Yeah, there's a lot more to unpack here, but I think this sets the stage perfectly.
We're talking legacy, contracts, Pat Riley playing chess. This is going to be good.
So we've got Butler with a point to prove, the league's top insiders dropping truth bombs, but we got to talk about the money.
Right, this is the NBA after all.
Always.
Butler's got that player option next season, hefty $53 million.
Most players wouldn't even blink at that.
Right, secure the bag.
Exactly. But with Jimmy, there's always that X factor.
Always another angle.
Like maybe wanting one last massive long-term deal, especially with the salary cap going to be jumping.
Now you're talking. And that's where it gets juicy, see, because most teams, they'd be over the moon to have Butler even now.
Oh, absolutely. A guy who can just take over a game.
But the Heat,
yeah,
they're playing 4D chess with Pat Riley calling the shots.
The Godfather, he's not afraid to make a tough call, even if it's a fan favorite.
Nope. And Hot Hoops dug up this quote from Riley last season, basically telling Butler, hey, we need you on the court, not the injury report.
Which is Riley speak for, earn your keep, Jimmy.
100%. And that's the whole thing here, isn't it? It's not just what Butler can do, it's about showing up consistently.
Availability is its own kind of ability.
Right out. You could be the most talented guy out there, but if you're not on the court, it doesn't matter.
And that's where the Heat have to weigh it all out, right? The risk versus reward. On the one hand, when Butler's healthy, he IS the Heat.
He is the heart and soul, the guy who wants the ball when it matters.
And let's not forget that three-point shooting either. Last season, he was lights out from beyond the arc. Career high, almost 36%.
For context, that's better than Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, those guys.
He's like a fine wine, seriously. Getting better with age.
Adapting his game, becoming even more dangerous.
On the flip side, you've got the injury history, the age, and let's be real, the salary cap is a thing.
It's not just about paying Butler, it's about what you have left to build around him.
Exactly. You need the right pieces to contend.
And that's the tightrope Pat Riley's walking here. Does he back up the Brinks truck, knowing it might limit their flexibility down the line? Or does he gamble?
Hoping Butler prioritizes legacy over one last big paycheck.